heft can be seen now, not too far distant. I will be glad to be quit of these dust storms for a while, although the cities don't tend to give too much respite. The dust does get everywhere. I suspect that heft might be yet another temporary stopping point on my journey. Even if it can offer me some accommodation that I can build up and make use of, I don't think I can survive this desert environment. I will see. Check first what the city has to offer and then make more plans. Interesting structures over there. Actually, I don't know if they're structures or plants. They have the appearance of some sort of massive reeds. However, the town is of more important and more interest to me. Do not appear to be any threats. No sign of skimmers. And we are hopefully close enough to the town, which is much larger than I had anticipated. But yes, we are close enough that there are no wandering hordes of vagrants or bandits that I need to worry about. And I don't anticipate any difficulties with the gate guards either. Move along. Are you suggesting that I cannot enter the city? Or just that I shouldn't tarry by the gate, I suppose? Okay, let's have a look around. We have a repair shop. And this here is a power station. A mechanical shop there, a ranger shop. Outpost. Presumably occupied. Over here, this looks like shinobi thieves. Indeed. We have a travel gear trader there. An armory. The faction throne. A slave shop. Small residential buildings. I think I will come up and explore the residential area first. This tower is a general shop. I would imagine these houses being in such good order will be occupied, but I will stick my head in the door just to make sure. Okay. No sign of anyone at the moment. Okay, so there's an inhabitant in this house. We have another 2 residential houses. I imagine they will both also be occupied. Yes, there is someone over there. Is this another? No, that's a farm shop. I think I will pop into the farm shop while I'm here, visit the trader. And yes, this is also occupied. I could probably draw less attention if I stop sneaking. Let's pay a visit to the trader. Greetings. Shop guard. I see. The trader must be somewhere else today. May I see your supplies? Okay. Little of any use to me. That seems to be the norm. I wonder if now might be the time to begin trading away some of my items here. I'm running low on dried meat. However, I can cook up plenty of what I carry. So, thank you, but I do not wish to trade for any of your current stock. If a baker's there, this is another residential building. I had hoped to find a building in a state of ruin that I might be able to lay claim to. I apologise. I believe this was a trader's. Yes, I am going. No need to chase me from the premises. Okay, we have another residential building here, another there. But I do think this is going to be a fruitless search. And I will proceed with a bit more caution this time. Yes, okay, so occupied. I suspect this one will be also. Yes. Okay, and up here we have another residential building. And that's a residential tower. Well, and that's the faction throne, which I noticed earlier. This trader here, trader in robotics, I don't think it's worth my while at this point exploring what he might have to offer. Once again, just quickly peek into this house. And it is also occupied. I very much doubt that this massive tower is going to be lying vacant. Let's have a quick look. Yes. Okay. So there is no accommodation to be had in the town at all. I don't think stocking up on food is necessary. Could rearrange things slightly, making myself a bit more space. And I think I will store my toothpicks in the backpack. Although it's less efficient, as they do not stack. I'll leave it at that for now. I believe I did see somewhere nearby that had apparently public campfires and rest areas. So I shall go there and cook up my meat. At the moment, what do I wear? I wondered about visiting the clothing trader. Let's do that. I want to see what he has to offer. Greetings, UC Armour Trader. May I see you're an armour trader rather than a clothing trader? Now, the Drifter's leather jacket. Or a leather turtleneck. I think I would prefer one of these. The heart protector is stolen, obviously, and I must remember that my goods are now all, for the most part, considered stolen goods. So these should bring me 71 cats per piece. I could potentially afford standard grade leather jacket. And perhaps a leather turtleneck. Shoddy grade though. However, standard grade is out with my price range. I think I will purchase the Drifter's leather jacket though. So 1800 cats is required. Must make sure I am calculating this properly. So selling 3 stacks of claws should be enough for a leather jacket. Okay. Let's trade in just enough and make sure that we choose the standard grade. And if you take the heart protector, I would recover some of these claws. Tangle must, I think, is a bit too expensive. The straw hat doesn't protect me in the slightest from the dust storms, but I don't think I want to purchase the Tangle must, at least the chainmail variety at the moment. Ninja rags probably would have been better than the leather jacket, now that I think on it. The shoddy grade though. Had they been standard grade, I might well have purchased those. So I will continue with what we have for the moment. Thank you very much for your trade. That has been most helpful. And here, I believe there is a fire I could make use of. And there's combat happening out with the walls. May provide some pickings when I leave. I'll head in here first of all, and then we'll depart for Heng, and likely places beyond. Greetings. May I share your fire? Let's make use of this. It is good to take a rest. Short though it may be. I don't think I'm going to spend the night here. I will head out as soon as my food is prepared. There we go. And we are done. Okay, thank you for your companionship, gentlemen. Gentle persons, perhaps. Eventually, yet there is more combat happening out here. So we will, for the moment, tread carefully. Although the gate guard don't seem to be involved. Manhunters. I suspect they've found themselves some slaves. Well, it should be safe enough to set off in their wake. Hopefully, any skimmers or any other dangers will be cleared from my path by those manhunters. And as I said, we will make for Heng. Well, we have outlaw farmers and manhunters there. There are some corpses here. We have slain Garu. Definitely worth my while investigating. I would like to take leather also. But I think... is it worth carrying the leather? 240 cats, potentially. I will take it. And we'll take the meat from this animal too. And that's as much as I can carry. So I'll leave these manhunters about their business and resume my course for Heng. I hope that this is going to be a straightforward journey through the night. If there are samurai patrols and manhunters, I would hope to find a way reasonably clear. But obviously cannot count on that. So we'll proceed with some caution. I hear sounds of distant combat ahead of me as well. So the way may not be quite as safe as I would have hoped. Although it's more samurai apparently are fighting off in the distance. So as dawn breaks, my trek through the desert continues. Still no sign of my destination. And I think I'm probably still several hours walk. I'm probably more than halfway between the two towns. So hopefully I will reach Heng before noon. the journey through the night has been uneventful. Did spot the occasional isolated skimmer, but nothing that came near. No sign of any humans, or Shek, or hivers. This terrain, though, is concerning in that it is quite broken. I've grown used to the wide open spaces of the desert, where dangers can be spotted usually from afar. So hopefully I'm not taking myself towards some impassable obstacle here. This seems to be fine. Let's set our destination once again for Heng. I'm hopeful that I'm actually beginning to reach the outskirts of the desert. The terrain is certainly much more rocky, much more broken. I can but hope I will soon be leaving the desert behind. Our food supply is still plentiful. I had wondered about possibly doing some mining, but I'm overloaded in that sense with food, raw meat. So I will continue, and once I have found somewhere that I can store my food, I'll go and do some mining. Now, here we go. It's a formidable looking town. How best to approach it and gain access? At least the way seems clear. Will I be able to spot a gate from this vantage point? I'd rather avoid having to circle the entire town. Is there a gate perhaps here? The damn dust is going to get in the way once more. No, doesn't appear to be a gate. There is a gate right ahead of us. And who do we have here? Starving vagrant. Are there any others? Doesn't appear to be the case, so should I? No. I was considering attacking him, but there's no reason to do that. No advantage to be gained. And it's not impossible that he would have friends nearby, but obviously he appears to be heading off in another direction rather than approaching the city. The city, is it a city or is it a town? It is obviously one of the United Cities, so we'll give it the benefit of the doubt and refer to it as the city. Again, from outside, it appears to be a well-maintained settlement. Greetings, gentlemen, gentle persons. So I will once again scout the city. Bug house, traders here, a bank, in fact. But it is accommodation I seek. Slave shop. They have a barracks there. Yes. From my initial look, it does appear that this town, this city, is going to be similar to the last, and vacant accommodation is probably unlikely. This building here is residential. Everything appears to be in use though. Let's again have a quick look inside. Yes. Is this an actual occupant? Or a guard who happened to be within? Yes, it is occupied. Okay. As I suspected. It is getting late. It's 20 past 10 in the morning. So, as I said, I think I will push on and seek somewhere else. I could head down towards Brink. Although I'm suspicious of this terrain. I think we'll head over in this general direction for now. I presume the dog is following. Let's head out. My journey continues. What is this? Is that 10 bones? Surely not. No. Fortunately, it didn't attract its attention. I'm once again heading out into the dust. I'm determined now to leave the desert behind for good. Although it is a journey that's going to take still some time. And is not without its dangers. But for now, all I can do is push onwards and hope to find somewhere by nightfall. The map I'd managed to get through trade has revealed the United Cities settlements. But I do not think my answer lies amongst those, for now anyway. So I'll carry on and look for somewhere that I can find by myself. Somewhere not marked on the United Cities maps. More desert. In the distance there does appear to be different terrain, but that is some journey ahead of me. But for now, all I can do is carry on. I might have been able to find myself a travelling companion in one of those cities. However, I'm content with my own company, so I'll push on through the desert environment. The map of the United Cities, I think, doesn't hold the answer, doesn't provide me with what I am looking for. So I will have to do my own exploration and hopefully come across a settlement where I can establish myself. For the moment though, I must continue through this damned desert landscape and hopefully come to some more hospitable terrain before too long.